hysteroscopy unit, simply because the cavity, uterine cavity, is a collapsed cavity. So if you're going to go inside a collapsed cavity, you're not going to get to see just about anything. No landmarks, nothing, just the two walls clamping on the onto the hysteroscope. So you essentially need to balloon it out in order to get to see. And how are you going to balloon it out? You're either going to balloon it out with gases, which used to be the prior art. Now it's almost obsolete that carbon dioxide inflators are not used anymore because of the fact that they have a lot of the blood kind of always hampers the vision, so you don't get to see so well. So we have moved on to fluid management systems for hysteroscopy, which give distension. A fluid management system is the heart and soul of operative hysteroscopy, and of course a pump system which is very specific to pressures and flow rates and absorptions is most essential component for operative hysteroscopy. Office hysteroscopy is a easier go. All that you need is distension. You're not going to be doing major operative work. You're going to kind of have limited operative work. So the absorptions become a parameter which need to be looked after, but they're not kind of, superbly of great importance as in operative hysteroscopy when you are doing the myomas, or you're doing adhesions, or you're doing big time endometrial resections. So this is a diagram actually. Atul, maybe you can just take this.
In a fluid management system, you always have an inflow pump and an outflow pump. Whether you can see the outflow pump or not, but the outflow pump is always there. It's in the form of gravity. And the inflow pump is usually a peristaltic pump. And the inflow pump sends fluid through a inflow tube into the uterine cavity, and the fluid comes out through the outflow tube, and through the outflow pump it goes to the waste fluid reservoir. So this is the most simple schematic diagram.
So these are the problems which are there with incorrect fluid management systems. You get inadequate visualization, you get turbulence, you get bubbles, you get inadequate distension again and again, leading to impaired visualization, and of course fluid overload. Again, this is Atul's, maybe he'll be a better person to.
The pumps are only and only of two types: positive displacement pump, like you have the cycle pump by which you fill the tire, and the dynamic pump which you have in the wells. So there is the peristaltic pump and on the inflow side, and the dynamic pump, that is a centrifugal pump or a gravity pump on the outflow side.
And complex hysteroscopic work.
No.
So I'll be talking about complications in hysteroscopy. In fact, I'll be experiencing my complications with you so that you learn from the experiences which I had while learning hysteroscopy in last, I think, 7-8 years only. Okay, so let's talk about first the consent in hysteroscopy. It's very important whenever, this must have been discussed in the previous lectures, but it is very important to take a proper consent when you're doing a hysteroscopy. It can be either a diagnostic hysteroscopy or an operative hysteroscopy. Now there's an RCOG consent advice 1, which tells you about how to take a consent for hysteroscopy. These are standard consent forms for all the procedures in which they'll tell you what is the procedure, why you are doing it, what are the other procedure which you can do, what are the intended benefits, what are the complications, what are the major complications, what are the frequently occurring complications, and what are the serious complications, which you have to tell your patient whenever you're taking up the patient for any procedure actually. So according to the AGL survey guidelines, the complication rates with diagnostic hysteroscopy are very less. But according to this survey, in 1993 revealed a complication rate of only about 2% for the operative hysteroscopy. The risk is much less in diagnostic hysteroscopy. Large multicentric studies have revealed a complication rate of 0.95% for operative procedures as against only 0.13% for the diagnostic procedures. Rate of major complications like perforation, hemorrhage, fluid overload, injuries are usually less than 1% of the total cases performed. And despite of these encouraging figures, in fact, this is all encouraging for all of us, that it is sad that only less than 30% of the gynecologists are doing operative hysteroscopic procedures. So we should know the complications, but we should just know it because so that we can detect it and manage it at that particular time. But it's important to know the complications when we are doing any procedure. So the complications I've divided into, the anesthetic complications, complications because of the position of the patient, the distension medium, which was very good, covered by Dr. Atul, the surgery, the complications because of the surgery like perforation, hemorrhage, air embolism, delayed complications like infection, adhesion formation, and failure of resolution of the presenting symptoms. So let's talk about the anesthetic complications.
Team B, Dr. Divya Kachalia, Dr. Rinju, and Dr. Rita Gaba. Just behind Team A. I told them to sit behind Team A, na? Dr. Divya, Dr. Rinju, and Dr. Rita. So they are sitting behind Team A, right? Team C, Dr. Sarita, Dr. Suman, and Dr. Nupur. They will be on my left side in second row. Oh, okay. They are behind Team B. Fine. Dr. Suman, Dr. Sarita, and Dr. Nupur. Fine. Team D, Dr. Mukta, Dr. Anita, and Dr. Leena. One more. नहीं नहीं वो आई नहीं सबमिट Dr. Mukta, Dr. Anita Rathi, and Dr. Leena Bhatnagar. Team 5, Dr. Rabina, Dr. Neelam, and Dr. Minakshi Jindal. You can come in the second row, please. You know the sequence now. Fine. Fine, all sitting arrangement done? Okay. So, now we are going to start the quiz. Quiz has 4 rounds. Okay. Chairpersons are Dr. Prabha Manchanda and Dr. Rahul Manchanda. And we have Dr. Atul Kumar, Dr. Kuldeep Singh, and Dr. Neema Sharma with us. We have 4 rounds, and each round. Our winner is Team D. Dr. Mukta, Dr. Anita, and Dr. Leena. Yes. They actually got the full scores, 40 marks. Yeah. And I would request Dr. Prabha ma'am to please give prizes to them. And please. Dr. Mukta, Dr. Anita, and Dr. Leena, please. Okay, till this time, since few of us will be leaving us in between, so I would request Dr. Minakshi, Dr. Leena, and Dr. Nupu to be here, and I would request Dr. Neema to kindly give the certificate, and yeah, yeah, yeah. I would request Dr. Neema to give certificate to Dr. Minakshi, please. Yeah, Dr. Minakshi Jindal.
Um, Once we've done the certificate and prize distribution in inverted commas ceremony, we then can have a cup of tea um as a fellowship tea and then leave. I want to thank Nima for coming, Mum, of course, who's been the inspiration in my workshop. While you write your feedback forms, let me tell you that since all of you are here, um, these things can't be organized single-handedly. My team is not here, but I'll say it in their absence. It's been organized by them. I've just been around putting them together. Whether it's Mangal Singh upstairs, who's done your endo training, the OC, as I call them, the organizing committee with my 3 brilliant students, Vijay, who's been literally running the floor, getting everybody tea, coffee, as well as managing OT and everything else. But we also need your support. And as an organization, MEC is really a private organization. So we don't have that funding, we don't have support of the bodies that are around, and to run such programs that we have is not easy. Okay, so if you listen to me for a minute, so what I want you to do, please, for me is, if you feel that this workshop has been worthwhile, as in it serves a purpose, which is why I do it, then do propagate it. Tell other people that this is a center that is running these training centers. Encourage them to come if you feel they've been it's been worthwhile, because the funding that we get is really minimal. So what we have done is, actually we don't have very much support. We do get equipment support from the companies, but we don't have anything very much otherwise. So encourage them, tell them, because it takes 2 hands to clap, otherwise we're going to have to eventually close up our programs. So we will need your support. Tell people. And also there are a lot of good surgeons who are doing hysteroscopy in India, right? We have a lot of talent here. Encourage them. Eventually I'm hoping that all of you will be doing this. So whatever knowledge it is, give to others, but do take the word back, whatever you have felt. We would like your feedback. Dr. Saab was asking me just now, or telling me rather, that this is something that you could incorporate. So we encourage that, and we hope that if it's a feedback that we can incorporate, we would like to incorporate it. This has not been built as the first time. We didn't start with this. This has taken many shapes and forms that we have given you today, what we've done. So we will try and incorporate your feedbacks, whether it is negative, positive, whatever it is, we encourage it. So do that, write your comments,